So what I'm going to do is show you some changes I've made to the Brody collection, how I display it, a couple new items, etc. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to give you 5 of my Adrien Brody movie hot takes, and then 1 bonus hot take about his art. So stay tuned for that. We'll start with these VHSs that I have. Angels in the Outfield and Home at Last you've probably seen before in previous videos. Summer of Sam I found at one of my favorite used media shops. And The Undertaker's Wedding I ordered through a private seller on Amazon Marketplace. So while I'm guiding you through my Blu-rays here, some of which are in slipcovers, so they're separate because they look different than these ones with the blue tops. While we're doing that, I will start my hot takes, and we will begin with The Brutalist. Okay, my hot take for The Brutalist is it dropped in quality after the intermission, and the epilogue was completely unnecessary. It only explained one thing the audience may have been wondering about, and it took away so much more than it added. And that song was just jarringly out of place. I don't know what they were thinking. They did not stick the landing on The Brutalist. I'm sorry. Okay, hot take number 2 will take us down here to Detachment. My hot take for Detachment is this is Adrien's best performance. I know, hot take, like I said. He should have absolutely gotten an Oscar for this as well. I'm not saying he didn't deserve the other 2. He should have gotten all 3. So, I don't know, it's just not the type of film that got a lot of attention, unfortunately. So, it is what it is, I suppose. Okay, now I have an extensive Predators collection to choose from as I give this next one. Hot take number 3. Adrien is the perfect choice to play Royce. That rhymed. I don't think that a character like Royce has to be built like Schwarzenegger. Like, why would that be necessary? He's a mercenary, and those guys need to be unassuming. Royce is the kind of person who would not need to stand out. And I think he did a solid job with the character. And got my action figure up here. It's too tall for this shelf. But yeah, I don't get the hate. People say, oh, he was woefully miscast. Where? I didn't see any miscasting. So, maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think. My next, probably a lukewarm take, really, but in relation to Predators, I will acknowledge the Clint Eastwood / Batman voice that Adrien tends to use for more action-packed roles is a little distracting.
Please stop doing that. You're shooting at the wrong people.
How do I know?
Because otherwise we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Hot take number 5 is related to King Kong, which I have here in steelbook form and down here in various DVD forms. My take with that is that I am glad Adrien passed on The Lord of the Rings because he was perfect in King Kong as Jack Driscoll. And I don't think Peter Jackson would have used him in such a prominent role if he had already been in Lord of the Rings. And I know you're going to say Andy Serkis was in both, but that was quite different. And so I honestly don't think Adrien would have been a good fit in The Lord of the Rings. And he was the perfect fit in King Kong. So therefore, I'm glad he passed. And this is coming from someone whose favorite movie is The Fellowship of the Ring. So take that for what you will. And now, my final hot take is not about any of these films. It is about Adrien Brody's fine art. Now, people want to rag on his art. And my thing is, I don't like that type of art by anyone. But I don't see why it looks any worse than the other stuff in those styles. You know, modern art or expressionism, neo-expressionism, pop art, whatever category you want to put his stuff in, I honestly think it's because it is Adrien Brody's art that people take issue with it. But I'm going to show you some examples of art I have found around online. And then I will tell you how much money they're being sold for. And you decide for yourself whether any of Adrien's art is less attractive than whatever these are. Yeah, didn't think so. That's about it for now. I hope to see you in a more normal capacity soon. Take care, and thank you so much for watching.